Okay, there we go. I think I started a minute early, but we are hopefully we're gonna finishing up Bloop, my shuffler undercutter. Sorry, these are transparent, but we are pretty far the way through though. I don't think we have too much more. Mostly finishing up the body of the robot. And because I already made some changes before I started the stream. Because a lot of times I end up opening SolidWorks before I go live. And then I just get to work, honestly. Oops. So, but yeah, we're making pretty good progress. I mostly need to figure out how this body is going to mount to everything else and have a top plate. Because I adjusted some stuff. As you can see, these wheel guards kind of go above the body. Because I sort of like... The shufflers are the same size. I did slightly change some dimensions on the shuffler itself, but... Because the body itself was a little bit bigger than it needed to be. We need just a little bit of extra room for this battery, I think. I think if the battery has just a little bit of extra room, I think we're in a good spot. And I already pushed this weapon back before I went on stream and widened the whole thing out. That way, if you look at it from the front, the weapon fits between the wheel guards. I was honestly debating trimming a little bit off the wheel guards and maybe bringing the sides in a little bit and maybe having it closer to the shuffler. But we'll see. Because yeah, we got actually a lot of room inside of here, but I could probably bring this weapon back more. But I want to leave room for in the future when I want, because in the future, music feels a little loud to me. Because in the future, I want to be able to have an indirect drive on this weapon or indirect mechanism. And so I'm going to need a little bit of space behind this motor. And I put this little thing to basically keep the electronics out of the motor. Because the motor's got room to spin. Or got to have room to spin. I was in the middle of adjusting this part. I realize there's a screw that has to go like right where. Actually, I got to change this part. So basically, now I'm trying to make room because there's going to be a head of a screw right here. So I'm trying to make sure there's room for that. I mean, I can cut into this a little bit, but... Honestly, I think at a certain point, I'm just going to make a cut. Honestly, I think we're going to... I want some... Oh, yeah, that's what I want. I want something going between these two. I'm going to actually edit this sketch, and I'm going to... Whoops. Wrong sketch. Edit this sketch. Because I... Ooh, never mind. Actually, no, we'll do... This is fine. This is fine. What I'm gonna do here is we're gonna have this in line with this. What I want to do here is make basically these in line. And this is basically to make it so the front part of it is a little more solidly attached to the rest of it, so we don't get some wonky. We don't get any stress. We get fewer stress concentrations because we're obviously going to later add some fillets and stuff, but this is basically having the hits going into it instead of going right into the top top and bottom. It kind of goes into the rest of it. And this will just make coincident to this since there's going to be stuff going up and near it, so. Oh, it did not like that. That broke it. Oh, I see what happened. Actually, I don't know if I want that, but you definitely want introduce this. Ironically, that side worked fine. We're gonna make this like a millimeter from that. And then later we're gonna like cut a hole. Cool. That looks a lot better. Oh, I forgot that I need to mirror that feature. That's why the other side didn't break, is because I didn't mirror it properly. Yeah, now it's gonna get, now I have to do the, wait, what? That didn't break it that time? Okay, why are you so... Why you create... I swear, sometimes SolidWorks creates issues. There we go. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, where was I going with this? I was... Oh, I want holes for our... to mount into the bottom. No, I don't want to edit sketch, actually. I want to... We're going to create a new sketch. Basically, we want to have a hole here. No, that's actually not... Oh, fuck. I need it. Sorry. I didn't mean to swear. I forgot I need to change this. I do need to actually edit this sketch. Because I adjusted a dimension. Make this a little wider. Okay. So we need to edit the sketch. That's not in line with that. So even though it's not going to like that I did that, we'll just do the dimensions there. Are we pretending we're in pretend land? Like you pretend like it wasn't. Okay. Oh, but what? It was getting so upset with me when I was trying to do. Okay, I'm getting. Okay, SolidWorks. It was getting so upset with me because I was doing then we got these holes. This is gonna. We got more holes. So now we're gonna do the mounting holes for the motor. Okay, those look like they're in the right spot. We're gonna make these all equal to each other. And then we're gonna make this equal to the same holes because I think they're both gonna use. Actually, we'll do this separate. We'll use holes. I think they are the same, but because I think those are M3 screws, but I think this is all we need for that. And then we're gonna cut through all. So that's going to be all the screws that go on top. For now, I might change that, but... Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking for a second. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make basically this. Yeah, I can't forget. Now I'm making the spot where we're getting pretty far. I think we're definitely gonna finish tonight. We're gonna convert some entities. I think we'll keep it down to, we'll do 6 screws to mount all this. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna do that because we'll do these in line with, oh, not in line. Yeah, we're gonna do this in line with each other. I'm hoping to have this robot at a competition in February, I think is what I'm thinking. We'll see if that's what actually happens. I'm gonna just... Is that how I want it to... This should be fine, right? Okay, we're gonna do that. We're just gonna trim all of this actually. Actually, we're not gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of everything here. Get rid of that. Trim. Is it? Trim. Okay. And then we're just gonna mirror everything about the right plane. Is my internet really this bad? Up to surface. Oh, I realized we... Control Z. Yeah, I realized the front part is not going up far enough, so I need to change that. Because I wasn't planning on having those be different heights. Really that much. Although now I'm realizing a different issue. Actually, no, that's not... That would have been an issue regardless, but... one second, I'm gonna... Turn the heater off. Okay. Okay, so this is gonna be... Let's see where the holes end up being. So we're gonna sort of... We're just gonna do one side, and then we're... Do it equal and do... Actually, wait a minute. You know what I didn't think about is the fact it's going to be mounting right here to the base plate's going to be mounting to the side. I mean, that should be fine. Not sure I like this that much. What are you doing, SolidWorks? Okay, so then we're gonna... It's 3mm from that, but is it from this? Convenient. Wait a minute. Okay, so now we still need this one. I don't think this one ended up exactly where I want it. I think we ended up wanting this 3mm from this though, which leaves it really too close to that one, so it makes me want to change. Some other stuff, but we're gonna do this first. We're gonna finish this. Wrong right plane. I don't think that even needs to be through all. I don't think that gives us anything. So we're gonna do 10mm. That's the furthest I'm gonna have like any screws in there. Yeah, we're gonna adjust this. We're gonna adjust just this. Nope, I didn't want to just. I wanted just the sketch. And we're gonna push this out 2mm. That'll give us enough room to make it comfy. Wait, what size did I make this? I think I made the holes too big. Yeah, these aren't 3.5mm. These are going to be like less than that. Because we're screwing... Whoops, not that one. That was the wrong dimension. Because we're screwing into them. We're not screwing through them. So we're actually going to make those should be smaller. Okay. So, okay. Okay, before we move on, actually no, before we don't do it on that plane. We're actually going to do this. Because I want the... Actually, we'll do the top... I want to create the top plate before... This should have been renamed a long time ago. Sorry. We're going to do new part. But yeah, this is going to be entirely based on that previous part we just made. Actually, we have a lot more to convert. Convert all of these. We'll just do it this way, and then we're gonna add a couple lines. Because once we add the top plate, then it'll be mostly making this less a square. Actually, why'd I call this the top? This is clearly the bottom of the robot. We're gonna have to rename that next chance I get. Oh yeah, that was a thing I was gonna do. I was gonna leave a little... Okay, before we go do that, I want to... make these equal. Make this 4 millimeters because that'll be bigger than any. No, that's not what I was trying to do. Three millimeters should be plenty. Mirror entities. Basically everything I just made here. Mirrored about the right plane. Because now we have a little notch. Now we need to make holes for all the screws that we just put on here. I'm just going to do half the mirror again. These all equal. Okay, don't... God damn it, SolidWorks. Stop playing games with me, SolidWorks. I don't like it. Well, equal. Then make them all 3.5 because we're not screwing into it. Mirror all these. I probably could have done the mirror after I did the other part. That way I'm only mirroring once, but it's a little late for that. Oh, did I accidentally create more than one contour in all this? I didn't. It's just making up contours. Okay. Glad we're on the same page, SolidWorks. I think 2 millimeters should be enough because 2 millimeters? Is 2 millimeters enough? I think maybe 3. Anything less than 3, we're pushing it. No, 2 should be fine. I'm sure it's fine. Okay. Oh, I've missed a very obvious part. And that's the fact that there is a whole ass... I need to make room for the weapon motor. Duh. Whoops. Mirror. I guess we gotta mirror this. From this. Set the width of this. 32. Is that good? 32 the correct? Yeah, it's good enough at least. Oh yeah, then we have to trim this bad boy. Are we you fucking with me right now? Yeah, they're fucking with me. Now I have to apparently select contours because they think they're funny. SolidWorks has jokes. Making up contours, I guess. This is where we're gonna add our first fillets. That is not what I selected. No. I should make the fit just a little cleaner. Okay, that looks good enough. That should keep all of our guts in. Okay, now I'm going to add a part to A. I'm going to make this a lot less smooth and a lot less we're going to make this a lot less blocky. We're going to make it so that coincident? Yep. Okay. And then we're going to decide how much we need this to be off. I think 3 might be enough for now. Okay. Oh, yeah. And then we need this to be coincident with the bottom, essentially, because we want this to be... Am I even live? I am live. I don't know what's going on. My stream's acting weird. But the feature I want to make is a not revolve, sweep. That's going to be our contour. Oh, come on. Please. What's wrong with that one? Definitely not. Okay. Nope, that's not one. Follow path, profile twist, twist. Okay, so we started it. And then we're gonna try it again. Do we have to do it more than once? And then no, that's not what I want. I'm just trying to make sure. Good, didn't actually change anything. We'll do one last sweep. That should... Oh, wait. I fucked up. I gotta change this sketch. I forgot. Because I was gonna make it go below the top. I didn't mean to do it that way. Not supposed to be... It was meant to poke below, that way we're not like smoking our own Okay, that should be fine. Basically that's meant to make sure that harder for them to catch the base plate. And then we need one more for the back. This one we're going to do basically the same thing. Actually, I might not do a for this one I'm not going to do a what am I trying to say? I think I'll do a curve instead of a... We're going to do a curve instead of a... And then we're going to do this. Whoops. If we do that, we're going to do that. Not converting anything. Oh, I don't know if this will be as clean, but... I think that's a little too much cheek, so we're gonna tone that down. Not a cross-sectional view right now. Now's not a good time for that. That's a bit much, so we're gonna tone it down a bit. Just enough that when it lands on its back, it doesn't end up perfectly straight, but also we don't want 16. 16 is a good number. Good, clean number. Definitely don't take that out of context. Okay. Looking good, looking good. It's looking a lot like a robot. Oh man, we've been at this almost an hour. We still got plenty of time though. I think there's a cut I was thinking about doing on the right plane. Something a little like this. We're just taking a little off the top. Actually, I think what I want to do is that. I want to see where this face is that way to make sure, see how close I am to hitting it. Not as close as you'd think. I think we could go in a bit more. That should be good enough. Yeah, well, that should be good. That's close enough. Not that cut. Can we bring this cut lower? Because that way I can do... Not what I was trying to do. Okay, so here's what we gotta do. We gotta do boom, boom, boom. What's into that? What? Who did that go? Okay. This is a little hard to tell. That, I just want there to not be something for them to catch on. Also, I put the lines in the wrong spot. Yeah. I'm not trying to convert. Cancel, not what I was trying to do. Nope, not trying to make circle. Am I just forgetting about my shit? There we go, 8. Then on this side. And then we're gonna mirror all these. Oh, now you're just, okay. I see how it is. Being all angry with me. Okay. And they'll glance right off of those. Okay. Oh yeah, there's one more cut I gotta make. Make those equal, make them a little bit bigger than the head of a screw. Feels big. 8 millimeters? I think 8 millimeters will be... Unironically, through all both is actually what I need right here. Looks goofy as hell, but this is actually not a problem, I think. That feels, that's, other than it being a little too big, I think that's a little bit bigger than I needed. I don't think 8 millimeters feels like a lot in this case. So we're gonna make that a little bit smaller. Okay. Now, what? Oh, maybe not through all. Maybe through all wasn't a good idea. Honestly, it probably doesn't matter, but I do think it's funny that it's a little air hole. That's fine. Yeah, never mind. It's not, I don't want through all both. I gotta do an extra sketch, fine. Actually, can I just mirror the other one? I should be able to just mirror this, right? Okay, and now we'll add some fillets. We'll add some of the bigger fillets first. Have any using 5 anywhere? Here, so we can reduce the stress concentrations, because those parts are going to be smacked a lot. Gonna work? Yeah, that's fine. Got lots of room. Honestly, I almost want to do the... Oop, not there. Apparently not. Apparently that's not a good idea. Does not want me to do that, I guess. That... Whoops. I added too many. Actually, I don't want that, because I don't think the battery will fit if I do it that big. Okay, that'll do a lot. There we go, a little bit smaller. Actually, that probably should have been a bigger one. It does not like that. I don't know, these edges a little bit. Maybe it'll be less likely to get angry at me when it actually has to print. Oops, not like that one. Okay, what else we want? We got, oh, name some of these external faces. That may get a little bit smoother. Make it not feel like it's a tank or something. Okay, one more fillet on the inside of here. We got definitely the room for it. Oh, that's one I want to add it here. Okay, that looks like a robot. Oh, yeah, definitely want to add a little bit of relief for any would-be screws. We're so close to greatness. Okay. 4 millimeters, because it's not going to be any longer. Mirror this. We're going to mirror these entities about the right plane. Oh my gosh. And then it's going to get angry at me about contours. Yep. Well, it didn't get angry at me. It just didn't do it. I'm debating if I want to add some sort of thing on top to make it land in a more advantageous position. But I'll have to... Oh, I think I do want to make some adjustments to the weapon, other than obviously... Whereas I'm not done with the weapon yet. Suppress that, obviously. .30-degree rake angle is kind of ridiculous, so we're going to tone that down a little bit. But I'm actually going to cut this further. I don't need to change the... I just need to change... Yeah, 1 more millimeter is kind of what I need to make sure we're not hitting our own body, is my primary concern. Then honestly, I want to add a little bit of material in this middle here, so we're going to convert entity here. Because we're not going the whole way through. It's just so, mostly so those screws that are holding it on have somewhere to, something to attach. What? No, that's, I don't, what? I definitely meant, I thought I hit that button. So that, just so those screws have something to attach to. Oh my god. Did I not click merge result? I did not click merge. Because it was going the other direction the first time. Then we're going to add some fillets. Honestly, adding one there might make sense. I don't know, if this feels so goofy, but we'll see if this works. Okay, so we got... I didn't specify any materials, so we're just gonna do that real quick now. I'm just gonna treat everything like, what do I want to treat it like? I'm gonna treat it like nylon. I think that's gonna be the closest to a printed part. If I want to get more granular, I can like pre-slice them, but okay. SolidWorks is so dramatic. I know it's not a yeah, these ones like, okay, no, that's not a specified material. Okay, not counting hardware. Oh yeah, we're way underweight. That would be hilarious if we're even like get to the first event and we're way under a pound for a okay, now I should probably fix, it's early enough, I should actually fix broken stuff. Although nothing, oh my god. What, wait, the top, wasn't the top giving me? Sorry, the bottom? Oh, the top. What, dude. You like, why are you like playing games? This, it still exists. Like, why are we pretending like it doesn't exist? You're just making shit up, SolidWorks. You're like, it's not on Edge. What? The Edge still exists. You just chose to ignore it. Currently, it's the motor shaft, although I haven't... Oh my god. We'll see how that works out, though. What are you... I'm confused. What's the problem here? I don't understand why it's getting angry at me. I don't know why I just made the same thing and then now it's like, yeah, that's cool. But it wasn't cool before. Oh my god, why are you upset? Why is SolidWorks such a diva? Currently, it's basically not, yeah, there's not much keeping it balanced currently. I was gonna, oh, that was the thing I was gonna do. I was gonna add some sort of fork thing to the wheel guards. And then it got angry at me because I changed this. Even though I didn't get rid of the lines, I just moved them, but whatever. But yeah, I should add something to prevent it from... Because yeah, currently right now it's sort of sitting on them shafts. I should do something with the wheel guards. Or I should attach forks to the wheel guards is I think what I'm going to do. Not make the fork, the wheel guard a fork, I should attach... Yeah, think that's what I'm gonna do. Why is this so fucking high? Because now the shaft all this feels really hot. Because right now it's going to be bouncing on that shaft. That sounded bad. Yeah, I'm not sure, because that's what I was wondering. What will happen when it becomes upside down? Because I'm hoping that the like walking, it will. Part of me wants to see what will happen once it gets upside down and whatever I add to it react to that. Because I'm not entirely sure what happens when this is upside down. Because it's either gonna sit like this, like kind of like that, or it's gonna sit like that. I definitely am gonna have. This is definitely gonna be one of those that, like, because I've not done a shuffler before. I'm definitely gonna have to figure out what the heck happens once I like make it. And just, yeah, I'm just gonna have to see what happens at a certain point. Oh, I should save too. Because part of me was, yeah, part of me was thinking I should do what, like, Monkfish has and have, like, the things on top. But yeah, part of me just really wants to see what happens once I just have this go. Because with a wheeled robot, I understand wheeled robots more. This, I don't know what the hell's going to happen. Yeah, looking at this shaft definitely goes below where my shufflers go. Why doesn't it not look that way from the front? They're as long, less, yeah. Oh, hey, King Pie Games. Yeah, I wasn't gonna have super long forks. The forks were mostly, the furthest I would have the forks go out is to, like, here. Yeah, currently the shaft looks like it's going a little too low. I mean, I could always trim the shaft, but... Because also, like, where the blade is currently, it's, like, barely below the shuffling mechanism. Yeah, right now we're basically just making this quote-unquote work. At a certain point, this is only going to technically exist. There we go. Totally not uncomfortably close to that top. Well, let's go. Because the shuffler pot, oh, yeah. Yeah, because the shuffler pot, I think, no, they're all right side up. Yeah, because I think the shuffler pod, this is what the shuffler pod looks like on its own. And this one's free. This one is, this one is kind of loose while these ones are rigid. That might be why. This is a 1 pound. But yeah, this one is, it probably didn't look like is in line because this one wasn't where it was supposed to be. It wasn't fixed. This one should be about that. Because I had this one free so I could visualize where the endpoints are. Or like the extremes. And it's going to sit like right there when it's on its own. Yeah, how this is sitting now is looking kind of sketchy. But I think I do want to add something that resembles forks. I think how we want to do that, we're going to edit this part quick. I'm just gonna make some mounting holes. We're actually gonna center it along the center of this face as opposed to something else. Yeah, this is a 1 pound. I was going to run it as a plastic ant before I run it as a full combat. Which I know for like, what am I doing? For like, which I know like, because it's a shuffler, might not be ideal, but I think it's gonna do terribly in its first event anyways. So I figure I may as well fail in an environment that won't be too punishing. Actually, it could be a little bit closer to the middle. But yeah, this is technically a plastic ant, not an ant. I think the little fork things will also work as a way to like prevent the shufflers from the front when they take hits from the front, but Yeah, ideally I want to get this at an event. It's as a... I want to get this to an event as a plastic ant in February. I was thinking, because I'm assuming, I haven't seen RSL's schedule yet, but I'm guessing they're having one in February. February? I'm not, if there isn't one in February, I'm not sure when we'll see this. Actually, I probably want a little bit of a relief. Actually, I'm gonna probably have this front part almost perfectly in line with the where that is, whatever you want to call that. Yeah, this is going to be one of those. I feel like I'm going to already know I'm just going to end up reprinting a bunch of times before I even take it to a single event. Let alone... Wait, I don't want to do it that way. That'll be the minimum height there. This height is basically going to be purely based on where it can mount well. $60 degrees? That feels a bit much. 80? Almost feels like too much. Feels good. Let's do 30 degrees there. Actually, what I want to do, I changed my mind. Because I think I want the bottom part to not be too flat. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like feature that is basic. That way it's not like digging too much on the ground. 3 millimeters there. $30 there. We're gonna up to vertex, I think. And then I'm gonna create a plane there and then there. What? Parallel, there we go. And we're gonna just do a sketch These are going to be the side for the screw heads. I'm not going to... We're just going to do plastites into the wheel guard. I'm sure this totally won't bite me in the butt in any way, shape, or form. Wait, that's not what I want the hole size to be. These are supposed to be the size of the heads, not the holes for the screw. Nope, why do I keep going to that? Seven might be a little big. And then what we're going to do, we're going to do boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada boom. Holes for the screws themselves. And then we'll do through. Okay. Honestly, I should have made the holes on the wheel guard a little bit bigger. Or not bigger, further apart.